Welcome back everybody to another Fortnite tips and tricks video. This one's all about the best way to master landing at Lavish Lair. Now the game was updated recently, so I found a new and better drop spot to have success at Lavish Lair more often. So I marked a location on the map with a cabin. This is it here. So all around the cabin there's a bunch of floor drops that you can get. There's also a bunch of slurp and slap barrels outside, which is guaranteed shields for you every single game. So I usually land and grab some floor loot right away, and then I'll usually go and loot the house. There's also a chest outside of it. There's only one little room here that you can check. There's a produce box on a table in the main room of the cabin, and sometimes there could also be a cooler that could have fish in it for fast heals. You can also go upstairs into the attic, and there's sometimes some floor spawns or a chest up here as well. The roof of this building is also made out of metal if you play builds, so what I usually do is I'll loot this area very quickly because it's so small, and then I'll look for minis first and see what healing items I find, get my shield up to 50, and then I will go and crack all the barrels to be at full shields. Now when I land here, I usually like to scan the area and see where the weapons are outside of it, and land on the roof and then quickly grab a weapon, and you should have no problem taking out anyone else who tries to land here with you. Once you've looted up, there's an NPC inside now, and she sells a rift for 250 gold, which is what makes this spot perfect for landing at Lavish Lair, as Lavish Lair only has 2 guaranteed barrel spots for shields. Everything else, you either have to buy it from the vending machine, or you're really just sitting and hoping that you find it. So this way you're going to show up fully looted, and everyone else has already landed, so when you come, you're going to want to be scanning the area all over to make sure there's nobody hiding anywhere, especially on top of that roof there. Otherwise it'll come back to bite you later. So here's another clip here. As you see, there's a car there down to the right. Someone's broken that roof over there. You can see somebody's building between the greenhouse and the main Lavish Lair building. So you're going to have a bird's eye view of everything and already have a good idea where players might be or see what's going on, while everyone else just all landed in the chaos. So I usually land on top of the greenhouse building here, and if you have items such as EMP grenades, you usually throw them down and hit the boss very easily. And I usually like to try to take my fight from up here and shoot down on him, because it works very, very well, as it's really hard for him to hit you. Sometimes it can be hard to see him, but as you'll see here in this clip, I totally fry him, and then even when he summons his guards, I don't really have much trouble at all taking this fight. As you're on high ground shooting down on them, and it's really easy for you to reposition, and you also kind of get a little bit of a head glitch here. As you see there, they're shooting up and they're just destroying parts of the greenhouse building, but I've barely taken any damage at all, so they can't hit me. Now, if you can stay on the side closer to Lavish Lair itself, that'll even give you more protection from other players trying to shoot at you, instead of on the other side, which is more near the courtyard. Now, if you see there, I got shot in the back while I was up there, so I immediately repositioned over this way because that's just an open field, so I'm assuming that's a real player and not a guard. You could also fall down on top of one of those trees to help yourself avoid fall damage, and you can even go underneath the greenhouse roof sometimes and hide up there too, if you want to just wait for someone else to show up to fight the boss. And as you can see in this next clip, after I kill the boss here, another guy does show up to third party me, probably the guy who was shooting me in the back when I was on top of the roof. After that, a whole bunch of guards come and start fighting with me, but then I don't have any of my weapons reloaded. But lucky for me, this guy ended up dropping a turret. So if you ever can find a turret before coming to any of the Mythic boss locations, they are an excellent tool to use, as they will distract the guards and they'll keep shooting at the turret. They're also a warning sign that another player is nearby, and they're also just a general nuisance for other players to have to deal with. They're also very good to use against the boss as well, as if you throw the turret down and then start shooting him, you can drain his health very, very quickly. You can even throw one down while you're still on top of the greenhouse if you wanted to. This next clip here is an example of showing up while someone's already been fighting the boss and choosing to fight more near the side closest to Lavish Lair. So you see here, I'm just beaming the boss from up top, and I start throwing clingers down on him. By fighting on this side, it makes it really hard for anybody on the courtyard or near the vault entrance to be able to hit you. Then I notice this other guy over here starts shooting, so I throw a few clingers at him, and I get behind the wall here to the left before continuing to fight the boss so that enemy player cannot hit me. And notice I don't jump down right away to collect the Mythic shotgun or the medallion. Instead, I make sure all my weapons are reloaded because I know there's at least one more enemy player nearby. So I see the footprint notifications on my screen, and I start looking for them, and then I see another set of footprints show up, and I see the one guy get shot and die, so I jump right down, and I quickly take him out with my shotgun. Sometimes patience is key. Had I jumped down right away, it would have been game over for me. Before going into the vault at Lavish Lair, I always like to build 3 walls in front, then put a roof on top, followed by a cone. Then I put a staircase inside, followed by a wall, a staircase, and another staircase. I do this so when I'm leaving the vault, I can edit my way out, and I can stop, go up the stairs, and I can peek out my cone to see if there's anybody waiting to ambush me. And it also gives you the ability to edit one of the first 3 walls you place down as an exit, or even edit the cone as an exit itself too, making you less of an easy target as you're not forced to come straight out of the tunnel. Let me know if you try this method for landing at Lavish Lair down in the comments below, and don't forget to leave a like on this video or subscribe if you found this helpful. That's it, that's all for this video everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Big Papa Spur 187, and don't forget to have fun gaming. Bye!